but we're going to try to get started on this a little bit, I guess. JamesDonkey. JamesDonkey. Oh, I should get some music going for you guys. Search DMCA free music. And we go to, sure. Whoops. The scroll wheel not reduce? Okay, you have to hover now. Okay. Yeah, YouTube player updated a little bit, eh? How do we feel about that? How do we feel about that? JamesDonkey, RSR7. I should get some photos for the old Reddit. You know, I really enjoy these mod streams and talking to you guys, but man, it gets difficult with, I can't just like, I kind of have to do it in one take, you know? And that might not happen this time around. 47 grams. The TLDR of this is, it is basically a one-to-one of the, where the heck is mine? Here it is. The Royal Kludge RKM3. They're like darn near one-to-one. It's like another Sora shape. So comparing it to this, I guess. You have maybe a little bit more taper, a little bit more aggressive taper there. And the base, I kind of wish the base wasn't so... Yeah, I wish it was flatter. I've been spoiled by Rapupu mice. They really come straight down all the way to the pad, pretty much straight. And that little ledge down there can feel a little bit jarring. The main clicks are using TTC Gold, so an old mechanical switch that used to be kind of goated and now people have forgotten about, but they still remain to be one of my favorite choices. Scroll wheel feels really nice and notchy. This is like a 9 out of 10 scroll wheel and middle mouse for me. It's really spammable, middle mouses and scroll wheel. It has a good amount of friction, but the rubber wheel is very rubbery, so easy to overcome. Side buttons are like A tier. They do not sink into the shell. They do have some teeter-totter, but it's really not bad, and they protrude a really good amount. These are some very, very good tier side buttons. ATK Duckbill, I guess, is better, but those are S tier, so I would put these in like high A tier. Maybe if, out of all the Soras, I have a Sora 1 and a Sora 2 over here. Definitely better than the Sora, which are more like pill-shaped. Sora 1 here on the right with the white bottom. The glossiness is nice, and they protrude a little bit more. Sora V2. Yeah, they're just less tactile. These are nice and tactile. I like, give me heavier side buttons. Like, we don't need crazy lightweight side buttons. That just means accidental presses. The skates aren't, they're not amazing. They're not terrible. They remind me of Pulsar skates. They're a thicker white PTFE. I wish they kind of did a bigger size, but hey, this is still better than like smaller corner Darmo Shark Final Mouse corners. I'm pretty sure this is a Vancer factory mouse. A lot of these Vancer and Akitsu mice, they have the same rubber scroll wheel, which they do transparent also, and then they'll have some sort of graphic design on the bottom. So to me, this very much screams Vancer. Why don't we crack it open? Goodness, if I can find all my stuff. It's a little bit of a mess here. I kind of went live like rather abruptly. Yeah, there's a screw there. Good. Oh, chat, it's a flat base. It's a flat base. See that? This groove here is actually recessed in, so it's a totally flat base. See, look at this. I can just run my screwdriver over it. Nice. Yes, give us more of that, please. How do I want to do this? I guess like that. Sure. The bottom is flat too. Very nice. Yeah, this is not Mousecast. I apologize for anyone who got the notification. It's like, ooh, Mousecast. Mousecast is tonight, not right now. About 4-ish hours from now, 10:45 Eastern. Like 3 hours and 45 minutes away, thereabouts. Oh, let's snag a picture of the old screw holes for the old Reddit here. Prop it up on something. There we go, that'll do. Man, my power supply in my computer started overheating because the fan in it is dead. So I have a fan pointed down at it just to circulate air in there. Because power supplies don't, I mean, If you have a decent power supply, they make fanless ones, right? I don't know if OBS streaming is gonna turn off my PC. If the stream suddenly goes down, you guys know why. Alright. Yeah, I've got a mess of stuff here, dude. Man, I figured out the old Lingbao M9 on the previous stream. I finished repairing this last night. The Viper V3 clone with hot swap batteries that are like 14 grams or 12 grams or something stupid like that. Yeah, I figured out how to get it charging again because I did a battery swap in it and it wasn't charging. And I thought it was because the hot swap batteries have their own like USB-C thing and little board in them, that there was like some logic going on where they needed the board. And that's what in the last live stream with that mouse I concluded. Turns out no, it's the 400 milliamp hour battery itself has a little circuit board, as all LiPos seem to do, or lithium ion batteries, and it was that. So I have a 400 milliamp hour battery in here, not by choice. That's what that gold thing is there. I guess I should post a Discord that I'm going to be live. Let me do a quick Discord post. Yeah, old Discord here. I'll say live streams at live streams. Mouse modding. RSR7 JamesDonkey. Sure, I will upload a picture with that too. Boom. youtube.com/manphalanges. I really wish Discord would like auto hyperlink like Twitter does. Wow, something that Twitter does better than Discord. What a freaking timeline. Oh, I thought those were TTC golds. Wow, those are Huano transparent yellow shell white dots, which are a really nice switch. I do like these. I do like these. I thought they were TTC golds. JamesDonkey. Yep, and Vancer does that thing where they put a strap across the battery. So another mouse that does that is the FineMax Noah. Like a piece of plastic that's all bent. But it works. If it's stupid, but I work, that ain't so stupid. Okay. Picture for Reddit. And let's move that out of the way. Get some better close-ups of this PCB. Yeah, the PCB looks nice. It's decently small. We have a decently segregated antenna. Scroll wheel encoder is a 10mm. Wheel is nice and small. That helps with the friction and the notchiness. JST 1.0mm connector. What are your thoughts on the RSR7? It's good. Yeah, it's nothing revolutionary. Basically, if you want a Sora V2... it's like an elongated Sora V2. It's a little bit longer. I compare it very closely to the Royal Kludge RKM3. So, honestly, the Royal Kludge has a better skate design, bigger skates, and it has a nice coating. Even the super cheap budget one that I have here. But the JamesDonkey, I think, is better in most of the other ways, but not by a lot. It's really splitting hairs at this point. I was worried about this polycarbonate feeling cheap and like really bendy. I can confirm it does not feel terribly cheap. The biggest downside to this mouse is the lack of coating. It is just a slide fest. It is so slippery. I mean, I don't know if this comes through on the microphone. It's just so slick. It is absolutely just too slick. If it wasn't for that, like if this had a nice coating, this would probably be one of the best Sora options out there. So yeah, good question, Seth. All right, why don't we pop out the battery? What time do we have? 7:09. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have enough time to really do a full mod here. Like, I can do a battery swap real quick here. The battery is a 500 milliamp hour. Adhesive JST 1.0 black thermistor red pinout. Let's snag a photo of that. How are you guys doing on this Thursday? Are y'all ready for Mousecast tonight? We do not have on a previous, I think on the previous Mousecast I teased. Oh geez, those screws are like, they pick like the wrong size screw. Those are really eating into the plastic. I don't like that. I hope I can get those back in. Jeez. Man, that's kind of crappy. The screws were kind of oversized for the hole that they were going into, so it was like kind of crushing things. Anyway, Evolution Joel is not going to be on this week's podcast. We're struggling to find a date and time that works, but have no fear, Phalanges will figure it out. 8.55 gram, 54 grams. That's good for a 500 milliamp hour. You know, I wonder if all 500 milliamp hours are created equal, you know? Okay, this lighting is not helping me. There we go, that works. Yeah. Yeah, Mousecast tonight though, guys. In about 3.5 hours. Okay. I should label this one JamesDonkey RSR7. And this was 8.54G. Yeah, I really did not label that the best. Oh well, that's what we got. I did that with the adhesive too. Oh, that's some good adhesive that they used. Yeah, somebody was asking me about... Oh, Upgrade Lemonade was asking me about battery swaps, and I think he's going to try a battery swap. Feel free to DM him words of encouragement, because it's uncharted territory for him. He is... he was asking me for tape, what double-sided tape I use. I use 3M VHB. It's specifically 5952, I think. I don't know. You just want to get something that's strong. If you want to mount to the sensor, 10mm width is like perfect. Let's get a base weight. Oh, that's base with skates. Let's take out the skates here. Let's get a skate weight. Isn't that crazy in English that skate and weight have the same rhyme? They're spelled so incredibly differently. Yeah, so RSR7 for people just tuning in. It's a Sora V2-ish clone. A little bit more aggressive side taper. Because, I mean, the Sora V2 even did away with some of the side taper of... Yeah, it's not quite... I still am struggling to find... I want to just find another WMF Strider. Why don't I just main the Strider? I don't know. Because I have an addiction, I guess. There, I said it. I said the quiet part out loud. The first step to solving a problem is admitting that you have one. 6.33 grams, lightweight for a base. Yeah. Very light. They got a neat little wing design on the bottom, I guess. And again, flat base. Flat base. All the grooves that you see here are indentations, so you could definitely do a bigger skate if you wanted to. Very nice. Yeah, that's a narrow mouse when you grip it all the way down here. Alright, that was BTR. Grab ourselves a replacement battery. And these are by default BTR. Excellent. Makes my life easier. There's a 5 gram reduction right there. We're going to go down to a 42 gram mouse. Also, mouse modder spreadsheet is... Should I start linking the mouse modder spreadsheet in all my descriptions? Maybe I should. We want to get the weight of this thing. I don't think anyone really cares. It's going to weigh like 0.2 grams. Yeah. And then we include... There's 2 screws with it are going to be like more. Although, shoot, these are like different threads. I'm assuming it's these two with the coarse threads. There you go, 0.38 gram reduction with removing the battery strap. Cool. And the PCB, oh, let's get a scroll wheel. PCB, again, I thought it was, oh, they shimmed the, see that yellow shim in there? Yeah, beneath middle mouse button. Looks like a 1mm shim, I guess. Scroll wheel, pretty lightweight at 1.41 grams. That's good. Yeah, let's do the PCBA. 3395. It says Keychron on it. Keychron 3395. I don't know if it's gonna come through on the camera. MCU, is that a Realtek? Yep, RTL 8762. Cool. $8 PCB. Not bad. Not like industry leading, but not bad. Interesting, there's solder joints for Omron for 5-pin, like Omron opticals or DTC optical V2s. Interesting. Yeah, Mousecast, I'm actually looking... Is this bad that I'm, like, actually kind of looking forward to a show without a guest this week? I love... Don't get me wrong. I love having guests. But every once in a while, it's nice to just, like, go back to our normal programming. Although, unfortunately, I don't think I have a whole lot of news this week. It might be a little bit more personal ramblings heavy. If you guys have any news that you want me to cover, let me know so I can add it to the doc. I usually start refreshing. I work on the doc throughout the week, and then I kind of refresh it a couple hours before the show and like do a final pass. And were there Omron opticals out that I wanted to use? I guess not. Yeah, if there's any news you guys want me to cover, let me know. Let's see, off the top of my head, Evolution has their new mouse pads that are out. Oh, whoops, and FE Opticals in here? Did I put this in here? Trying to see. I think it has desolder goober on it, which means yes, I did put this in here. All right. FE Optical, get out of here. But Zowie Glossy White. That was also news this week. I do believe Daz has a video review on the T-Evolution pads, which I still have not watched yet. There's the... What are they? The T-Evolution Axis and the T-Evolution something Genesis. And again, T-Evolution is a sub-brand of Fantech, and they seem to be the more like premium, higher price, more premium type products, which makes sense. Because Fantech sells some inexpensive stuff. I don't want to say cheap, I'll say inexpensive. But they do, I mean, Fantech themselves does have good stuff. Like, they got some stuff that's been kind of forgotten about. What comes to mind, Fantech Aria 2. What else? Man, they soldered to all 3 pins on this? Get out of here. We ain't doing that. Nova Cam behind me. Nova Dog. Hey, Nova. No shot collar on this one. That's crazy, dude. I don't know why. Maybe I clicked too many. I get so much of that crap in my feed now with Hassan. It's because I, like, sometimes click on live stream fail stuff just because, like, the live stream drama is kind of fun as a person who doesn't participate whatsoever. But also I feel like I don't know. It's kind of like esports stuff where, like, I don't particularly vibe with it. Like, it's not exactly my world, but I feel like I have a little bit of responsibility to know a little bit of what's going on. Yeah, that's gonna disappear real fast, though. We gotta admit. Hopefully Mousecast. Man, I was talking to a coworker about being a new parent. I am really scared that, like, I'm just not gonna have time for anything. We'll see. I don't know, my wife's gonna take like 2 months off of work. She originally said like, and she's gonna ease back into her job. She's a physical therapist. But man, you hear like a lot of words of encouragement from new parents too, which is like good to hear. But then you also hear that it's like, oh, she's home. All right, 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. I went a little bit AFK. I'm gonna have to take down the live stream. My wife just got home, and unfortunately she has a flat tire, she just found out. Like, the last turn before turning onto our street hit a pothole or something in the road. That really blows. So, we're gonna go see if we can problem solve that. Just gonna clean up here. Clean off this switch. JamesDonkey RSR7, sorry for the terrible camera angle at the end there. I will try to do better. That's what I say every stream. So again, guys, Mousecast tonight, 10:45 Eastern, so that's in like 3 hours and 23 minutes. Please tune in. If you have any ideas for news, go ahead and DM them to me. We'll see you guys later tonight. Bye.